Alejandro in California. How are you doing today?
Yes, how are you doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Good.
Can you hear me?
So dichotomy of exists versus doesn't exist. I have no idea what this means. So what do you mean?
Is this a science show today?
I mean,
I don't know.
No, it's a simple philosophical exploration.
Okay.
Which is the question, is there a third state? Or are we limited to exists versus does not exist?
Huh?
Oh,
explain it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, go ahead, Alejandro. I guess you have a theory here. Go ahead and present your theory.
Well, if there's only two options, then you can't say, I don't know. You can't say, I lack a belief, because every time you advance God does not exist, you are...
okay.
You can't give from one and take from the other without taking from the other.
Here's the problem that you have. So for any statement that has a truth value, I crossed the road, I'm sitting in a chair, right? There are two possible values for that. Either it's true or false. Either I'm sitting in a chair or I'm not. However, I can have three positions, and there's a fourth one that is just a meism because I think it's funny. But there are three positions in philosophy you can have. You can accept the claim that I'm sitting in a chair as true. You can reject that and accept the false. And you can say, I don't know. And the fourth one that I think is funny is I don't care. But those three positions, I don't know, accept as true and accept as false, are the three positions you can have on a single truth claim. So you are correct. God either exists or he doesn't exist. But I can take, and both claims have to be proven, right? And I can say I don't know to both claims.
Well, that's the problem.
Alejandro, did you say earlier that we can't say I don't know? You're saying that that's not an option?
That doesn't correspond to any realizable position.
Yes, it does.
That's like saying the answers are black or white. You're saying purple. It's not an option.
I'm saying I don't know if it's black or white.
Well, then you're stating a belief.
No.
Yes, I'm stating a lack of belief.
Nothing to do with reality. Pardon?
Alejandro, do you know what an agnostic is in terms of faith?
An agnostic is an unrealizable position. I'm going over that. Agnosticism is not a possible position. It's impossible for it to be true.
This is well accepted in philosophy. In fact, not only is it well accepted in philosophy, it's part of the basis of our own legal system, right? Because the legal system doesn't prove guilt or innocence. The legal system only proves guilt. And if someone is proven, and the phraseology that we use is also very specific, as in not guilty, does not mean they're innocent, right? It just means we don't have enough evidence to convict them of being guilty. And so we're taking the I don't know position to the truth, to the innocent position, to the innocent claim. That's how our jurisprudence works.
Alejandro, if you asked me, I'm not trying to. If you asked me, is there a God? I'm perfectly fine in saying I don't know, because I don't know, and you don't either. Now, I'm also fine in saying I'm an atheist. I'm an agnostic atheist.
So you're saying, so you just said it's impossible to know the truth. That's what you just claimed.
No, I didn't say that.
No. You're putting words in his mouth.
Don't tell me what I said. I know what I fucking said, Alejandro. Now you piss me off because I know what I said, and I'll say it again. If you ask me, I'm going a little mad on him here because Matt's not here, but Jesus Christ. You asked me, is there a God? I'm saying to you, I don't know, and I'm saying to you, you don't either. I'm not saying we can't know. In fact, my position is I'm an agnostic atheist, which means, listen a minute. I said I'm an agnostic atheist. You're not listening. I'm an agnostic atheist, which means I don't know, but I'm open to evidence. If you show me evidence for a God, I can be convinced of that. But so far, I haven't seen that. So that makes me an atheist. But I'm also an agnostic because I'm saying I don't know. Now, what's wrong with that?
So how do you know I don't know? Well, how do you know I don't know?
He didn't say that. He didn't say you don't know.
I said you don't know either because You don't have evidence
My
of
apologies.
it. You don't have evidence of it. If you do know there's a God, this is the place to bring the evidence.
Okay. So we're clear. You don't know if I have evidence or not. You just assume.
I'm assuming you don't, because if you did, I would think you would want to present it to the world, because the world has been waiting. This show has been on for 15 years waiting for evidence.
More than that, but yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to go one step at a time. All right. And the first step.
Okay. You're going to slow it down for us. Thank you.
That's right. And we're going back to the idea of whether there's a third state. Now, in reality.
No. Third state is incorrect. It's position on a claim, not the claim itself. The claim is either true or false. The positions can be, I accept the claim is true, I accept the claim is false, or I don't know if the claim is true and I don't know if the claim is false, or the I don't know or skeptical position. Right? You're confusing the position you can take on a claim and the claim itself.
Right. Well said, Jim.
To be a possible reality. Because I don't know, those are your positions. Those are your beliefs. That's the equivalent of saying you can go, the possible answers are black and white.
No, it's not my belief. It's my lack of belief.
Okay, your lack of belief can't be a real position. It's not. Now, you can say, I don't know, but the universe doesn't care if you know or not. It either is or isn't.
That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, we're not arguing with what is or isn't.
So let me do this for you. Let's try another example. There's a teapot. Is there or is there not a teapot floating in between the orbits of Earth and Mars?
Russell's teapot. I'm familiar with that. Now, I really don't think we need to go in examples, because there are several ways. So either there is a teapot in orbit between the orbits of Earth and Mars, or there isn't. Is that true, or that's correct? Is it not? That's true. Now, what
is your position on that?
Well, my position is there's not, obviously.
And prove it.
Yeah, how do you know there's not? Why would you take a position if you don't have knowledge of what that is?
Oh, it's very simple. There's been no manned effort to put a teapot in a Martian orbit, and teapots don't magically come into being. So the bulk of the evidence is there is no Russell's teapot.
And that's what my position on a God is. But at the end of that, I would have to say, I don't empirically know for sure that there's not.
Right. And I would actually say that, how did you eliminate astronauts with a sense of humor tossing a teapot off the moon without telling anybody?
Well, you see, this is a conversation where you're going to start to argue what is.
Well, so I'm just pointing out that personal incredulity is basically what you stated, because you said I can't think of any other way to do it. The only position you should take is I don't know, but it seems unlikely.
It seems astronomically unlikely, and science says we follow the probability, not what is possible. You see, you're going to try.
Why is that not okay to do with a God then? If you can do it with a teapot.
No. I can do that with a God, but like I said, I'm going one step at a time. Okay, and the step is that if I say God exists for whatever reason, and you have no argument to the contrary, you got nothing. So
we have lots of arguments to the contrary. There's only between 50 and 100 arguments for God that have ever been proposed, as far as I'm aware. All of them have been defeated. All of them have problems. Some of them don't even get you to God.
I'm sorry, what was that last point? I didn't hear you.
And some of them don't even get you to God.
All right. Well, so we can agree that there's only two possible realities: God exists or God does not exist. And we agree on that.
That's correct. And there are three positions I can take.
Well, in one of those positions doesn't correspond to anything real.
No, it doesn't, because I don't have enough evidence to know what is real. That's the I don't know position, is that you have not presented enough evidence for me to know what is real.
Ah. So now, so you believe, if I understand you correctly, that because you don't know that that's a third position, that's like a belief, like I said.
No, it's a lack of belief.
You can't.
Jesus.
Let
me ask you this, Alejandro. Let me ask you this, Alejandro. Can you tell me the difference between these two statements? I believe there's no God, and the second statement is I don't believe there's a God. Do you recognize the difference between those two statements?
One isn't the latter is an argument from ignorance.
It's an argument for lack of information. Jesus Christ, dude.
No, it's an argument from ignorance.
The idea that an atheist is saying, I believe there's no God, is false. That's not a statement of belief. Atheism is not a statement of belief. It's a response to a statement of belief.
Well, that's called an argument from ignorance. You're saying I'm right.
No. It is not an argument. An argument from ignorance almost always uses some version of I can't imagine any other way, or I don't know how it could be any other way. And we're not making either of those statements.
No, I'm open to the
saying,
evidence.
Right. I'm literally saying that you have not given me enough evidence to accept either claim as true. And therefore, I don't know what the reality of the situation is.
So let's be specific, Alejandro. What is your claim for God? What is your claim?
What is my claim for God?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm not there yet. We're moving forward. Now, the problem is that
no, we're not.
We're not going to move forward for the whole show.
You're still missing. So you're missing such a fundamental point in philosophy that it is really, really hard to move forward off of this. And so because you don't understand that a claim has to have evidence, it has to be proven true or false. Right. You need evidence for either. If you don't have evidence, you don't get to claim either one.
Whoa. You just argued that you get to be right by default. You get to argue.
No. The I don't know position is neither right nor wrong. It is
Alejandro.
It is a complete
Alejandro's playing a game of gotcha.
That. This is really, really simple stuff. I think you're working really hard not to understand it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't understand that. If you want to accept a claim as true, you need evidence. If you're going to accept the claim as false, you're going to need evidence. If you don't have evidence for either, the position to take is I don't know until such time as the claim is proven.
Okay, so do you have proof that God does not exist?
I don't make that
We didn't
claim.
make the claim. That's the one who makes the claim has to bring the proof. We are not claiming, Alejandro, I'll say it again. We are not claiming there's no God. We're not saying I believe there's no God. We're saying I don't see evidence for a God, therefore I don't believe in one. Big difference. Understand the difference. It's not hard.
If there's only two possibilities,
oh my God.
Two possibilities.
So hold on. Let's back up. Let's back up, Alejandro. Let's back up. When I say that there are in fact two possibilities and three positions, what is the difference between the two? What do you understand when I say that? That there are. I'm agreeing with you that there are only two possibilities and three positions. Do you understand the positions and possibilities?
No, I'm not. Now the thing is, as soon as you dispute my claim, all right. Now let me give you a basic example. We can go with marbles or pregnancy. Okay, we'll go with pregnancy. All right. If a woman says, I'm pregnant, and you say, I don't believe you, you are automatically saying she's not.
No. What the hell? It's not this hard, Alejandro.
That would also need evidence.
If a woman says to me, I'm pregnant, I'm going to say to her, okay, I'm sure you'll have evidence of that. If not right now, then in several months. What's hard about that?
I don't believe the claim. You are still saying, I don't believe.
No,
I'm not.
No.
Why would I say to a woman who tells me she's pregnant, I don't believe her?
Let's try it this way.
Why would I say that?
Yeah. Alejandro, let's try it this way. On any statement that has a truth value, there is a claim that the statement is true, and there's a claim that the statement is false. Both those claims have to be proven. If both of them lack sufficient evidence to warrant belief, you have to say, I don't know.
No, you don't.
Like I'm going to say, I don't believe you. Why in the hell would I say that to a woman that told me she's pregnant? That's bullshit. Listen, quit talking. I'm talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. I'm talking. So if she's making a claim that inserts itself into my life in some way, then yeah, I have to take a position on it. So you really used a pretty poor analogy, to be honest with you. I don't care if she's pregnant or not, and the evidence will show itself soon enough. So I'm not going to say to her, I don't believe you're pregnant. But if she says, you have to believe I'm pregnant or I'm going to shoot you or you're going to go to hell, then I've got to take a position pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Christianity does. Evangelical Christianity says, you have to believe in this version of God or you're going to suffer some penalty for not believing. And because of that, I'm forced to take a position. I'm saying, I don't see the evidence for that. So until you show me evidence, I'm going to say, I don't think you're true. I don't think that's correct. What is wrong with that?
First one was Zoroastrian.
Why do you have a problem with that?
Well, first one was Zoroastrian. And second of all, Pascal's wager pretty much establishes that that's fundamentally accurate.
Pascal's wager is garbage.
Pascal's wager, what?
Yeah, first of all, Pascal's wager is garbage. Second, I don't see how you even got there. Anyway, Alejandro, we've dealt with this enough. On any particular claim, the claim can be true or false. You can have up to there are 3 positions you can take. That's simply the way philosophy works. That's the way
you're making this way harder than it needs to be.
And that's just reality. I'm sorry you don't accept that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Alejandro.
Okay,
buddy. We'll see you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one that he just wanted to argue. You hit the nail on the head. He wanted to make it harder than it was.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Right.
Sorry, I kind of lost my shit with him. He's irritating. He irritated.
Yeah, he was getting there.